Ladies and gentlemen, let's go through Bitcoin. We have not made a video in a few days and a few things have happened. First of all, we had mentioned and uploaded two shorts that we have obviously this pattern here, this bearish pennant, and that if we break down from here, then we can retest the previous lows, which were here at around $62,000, $60,000. Now, we did break down and we had confirmation of breakdown, and I will show you the confirmation quickly. The confirmation of the breakdown was when we retested the lows. So usually what we always do, let's say we break up, we don't enter a long position, we wait for a retest of the support zone, and then we take the long position when we have the confirmed to retest. Same thing happened right now. We broke down, we came up, we retested the zone, and then we went further down, and the retest confirms to us that it's a confirmed breakout. We retested it, we actually went down to around about, this level here, which is the previous low, and we pretty much hit it exactly and back again to higher levels. Now, if we look at Bitcoin's Fear and Greed Index, something very interesting has happened. We're actually at an extremely low point right now. Well, now we're at 11, we have recovered over the last day, but yesterday we were at 8. Last week we were at 8. If we look at the last month, we actually saw that just 2 days ago we reached a level of 5. And the level of 5 we've only reached one time before, which was on the 12th of February. And if we zoom out a bit, actually let's zoom out here 1 year. We've never reached a level of 5 before. If we zoom out to the max, we have also never reached a level of 5 before. The lowest we have ever reached was a level of 6, which was around June 2022. So we are in extreme fear right now. The market is extremely fearful, which we know that if the market is fearful, it's a perfect time to buy. So let's compare to what happened last time when we were at a low level. June 2022, we were at a low level of 6. Well, let's go to the weekly chart and see what has happened in June of 2022. Well, June of 2022 was around about this price point. And we know this is the point where we broke the pennant, the symmetrical triangle, and we broke down one last time. And you can see we are in a very similar position right now. Last cycle, we had the double top, right? The 1, 2. We broke down. Then we had an ascending triangle. We broke down again. We had the bearish pennant, and we broke down one last time to make the bear market bottom. Same thing right now. Double top. We broke down once, ascending triangle. Okay, exactly 1 to 1 to last time. Broke down another time, bearish pennant. And we are exactly at this point right now. So the last time when we were at this low levels, we were almost at the bottom of the bear market. And that was a good time to buy. Of course, we went down a bit lower. And I do think we're going to go down a bit lower and play out exactly as we did last time. I mean, look at the similarities here. This is pretty much, this point we're in right now is exactly this point in the market, which was just a few months before the end of the bull market, at the bear market. And if we look at it, it was actually just 1 second. It was just about 160 days. So just about 6 months, less 5 months before the end of the bear market. And I think what's going to happen now is that we are going to have another breakdown. Let me remove the drawings here. And have another breakdown and go down to reach this level. The level I'm thinking that we're going to be reaching is here at around about $50,000. So we're gonna have one more breakdown, reach this level. Why this level? Because we have found support here before and we found resistance here, and it is pretty much the bottom of this trading range, pretty much perfectly here. So I don't know the exact price point. I think around 50,000, maybe 48, maybe 52, but nevertheless, it is a good time to buy right now. It's a good time to buy at 60,000, 55,000, 50,000, and 45,000. So I would definitely recommend, when the Fear and Greed Index is low, to buy. Think about it. If you always bought when the Fear and Greed was at 10 or below 10, you would have definitely made money. And if you sold when the Fear and Greed was above 80, you're pretty much selling at the top. So this is a good trading strategy, a long-term strategy. Buy when everyone is fearful, which is when the price is low, and sell when everyone is greedy, which is when the price is high. And that is pretty much it. You don't need to look at all the noise. Now, last thing to talk about is that, let's say Bitcoin goes to 50,000, right? Let's say Bitcoin goes to 50,000 and this would bring us to a price point right here, and we go up from here. Let's say we always make a higher top, right? In a bull market, we always make a higher high. Let's say conservatively, we're gonna reach, I don't know, let's say we're gonna reach 200,000, okay? We can say conservatively we're gonna reach 200,000 because last time we reached 126,000. If we do a move from 50,000 to 200,000 and you just buy spot, you don't have every leverage, that's a 300% move. That's a 4x on your money already. If you now add 1 or 2 or 3x leverage, that's easily 1,000% gain. And I don't necessarily recommend trading with leverage anyways, but I'm just saying that it's a good time to buy. Of course, if you buy a bit lower, it's much better, but it's already a good time to buy. Look, we're at 69,000 right now. We were at 60,000 not too long ago, and I think we're gonna go lower. So take my advice, buy in the next couple of months. I think we're gonna bottom out around about September, October of this year. According to the cycles, this is when we bottom out, September, October, and then go higher from there. So do with that information as you wish. I'm definitely buying. I hope you're buying as well. And then we're gonna wait. We're not gonna sell once we go up. We're not gonna sell immediately. We're gonna wait until we at least go above 126,000, which I'm like almost certain we're gonna do. So buy now, buy over the next 5-6 months, then hold your assets for a year. Buy as much as you can right now, hold it, and then sell. Again, no financial advice, but just my strong opinion. See you guys next time. Bye.